Yes, well, tell everybody who you
Book.
are and what you got going on.
Okay, my name is Claude Jones, and I wrote a book. It's titled Paperclips of My Life,
Okay.
and it's on all the major platforms: Amazon, Walmart, and BarnesandNoble.com.
Okay.
And it's my first book, and I'm really amazed at the response and that I've been getting on it, and as well as maintaining a 5-star rating on all the platforms.
That sounds amazing, but without giving too much away, what can you tell us about, what this book is about so that we can be inspired to say, I want to get on there and go purchase this book from you?
Okay, well, it's a bit of an auto bio,
Okay.
but it does stem into the years of COVID and how difficult times took a lot of our friends and family away. And methods of coping with loss, and whether it be a divorce or a loved one passing or whatever the case may be. Everyone tends to, go to the doctor when you stub your toe, but how many people ever go to the doctor when your mind is hurting? And unfortunately, we have such a high rate of suicide, especially amongst our first responders, military, and fire department. It's overwhelming, the things that they see on a daily basis, and try to process that thing. It delves into little techniques that I've used, incorporated through good counseling, and first and above all, because the counseling is what actually got me started on wanting to write or have a book published, because I realized that through journaling I had a compilation of almost an inch thick of paper, and I wore it down to, I think the book has 60 pages, but anyhow, that's where it landed, and kind of summarized my upbringing in the 60s, and how I dealt with the adversities of that era as well, and how sometimes, depression and anxiety, those are symptoms. Many times there is a core reason and a core issue that a lot of people don't tend to ever try to explore. But by getting the proper counseling, you can find out these issues and work at them from inside out. And life is good, and I'm a success story, because I'd lost so many people in that time period. My mom had passed, my wife and I had divorced, and I had a best friend. He passed away, and then my cousin passed away, and the lady I was even seeing, she passed away, all within a 2-year period. And I felt like, what is my purpose anymore? Did I not get the memo? But in all reality, it is something that we all will eventually have to deal with, and unfortunately, but if you have the proper guidance and help ready, it makes it that much easier. So
I see all the components that, through your life with depression and anxiety and stress, and dealing with the pandemic with COVID and stuff, and the loss of loved ones, and family members, to, just people you meet. This is a great component to put out there for people to read.
Yes.
For people to say, hey, I need to be inspired by something. And like you said, what is my purpose? I didn't get the memo of what's going on. Your memo was to put this book out there to inspire somebody that might be going through the exact same thing, and they need that inspiration, and you're going to be that vessel of hope for them.
And like I said, if it helps one person, I feel like I've done my job. And I encourage people, men and women, don't be too proud. Go and get the help that you need, and lots of time it's available through churches, and they have many volunteer programs where they have counseling available. So it is there, and don't let it be a stigma. I talked to several of the first responders, police department, and they had mentioned different incidents that they had dealt with, and how the mind doesn't actually have a place to put that. So consequently, you carry it with you. So learning just to journal leaves it in one place with the intensity that it carries, but it's not in here. And you're able to move on with your daily life.
And I like one thing that you said for don't be proud. If there's something within you that you're struggling with and it's something that you really, really do on your own while you're in your alone time. I have struggled with depression in 2010 when my daughter started kinder and my oldest daughter started high school. My baby girl was with me since she was born, the one that started kinder. So when she started school, I was all alone, and I'm like,
empty nest.
What am I going to do? Oh my goodness. And that depression set in because I was listening to all these other people telling me, oh, you're nothing, you're just a Latina, you're never going to accomplish anything. And I believed what they were telling me. So I felt like, I guess I'm not. I guess I'll just stay home. And I was already inspiration for life. I was already doing this. But when you believe these things that people tell you and it brings you down to that level of depression and you're doing it on your own, find the right people.
Exactly.
You know, it took a lot of courage for me to say, Rita, this is not who you are. This is not what you do. It takes that believing and not being proud, like you said. And I commend you as a male, as a man, because most men will be like, I'm too macho. I'm not going to reach out to anybody. I'm not going to call my pastor. I'm not going to reach out to the fire. I'm not going to do any of this because I'm a man. You know? But I don't know what a man would go through. I only know what I went through. So that was very good for you to say, don't be proud. Reach out to somebody when it comes to something like this, because that's what helped you get started. Take those notes, put something together, and put a book together.
Yes, ma'am,
So
absolutely.
I give you a round of applause
Thank you.
for that.
Thank you.
Know? It's all the key components of how somebody can take their daily struggles of suffering alone to saying, hey, I'm going to jot this down and put a book for the world to read. So speaking of book, how can they find your book on Amazon or wherever?
Well, it's on all the platforms, Amazon.com, Walmart.com, and BarnesandNoble.com.
Ooh, Barnes and Noble.
And like I said, it's still maintaining a 5-star rating. So I'm really fortunate. And I want to thank everyone who has put in reviews for me. Thank you.
Tell us about your show.
Well, we're also going to have an upcoming August 5th. I'll be doing a book signing at Barnes & Noble on San Pedro and 410 in San Antonio.
And I was just thinking, man, I need to get out there now. I have an excuse.
There you go.
And with all this that's going on, are you going to go on tour? Are you going to take?
Well, I've also got another signing. It's going to be in Austin. They still want to work on the date, but I'm just working with them, different locations of Barnes and Noble. But other than that, I just want to thank you and Anna for allowing me to be at this event and be on this platform.
And I know y'all mentioned the website.
What is it again? ClaudeJones.com. There you go.
Name.com.
Also, I do have some videos that we've put together on YouTube. So that's under Claude Jones itself and Paperclips of my life. So you can look up. Yeah.
So when you say paper clips of my life, is it because you put paper clips on those notes?
No. Everybody asks me that, and I tell them the analogy was because when you go to pick up a paper clip, you never get one.
Yeah.
You got to take that all string of 5 or 6 of them and undo them for the purpose you originally intended to use it for. Yeah. And somewhat of a way of possibly like rearranging your mental sock drawer. A lot of people call it the walk through the dark night of the soul. And Carl Jung wrote a really good book about that. And but what it is basically getting rid of ego and just going with your love from now on for other people.
Exactly.
And realize life is worth it.
It sure is. That's why I do this, because I love all of you here today.
Yeah.
Y'all get hearts. Y'all get hearts. Y'all get hearts. Oh my God.
Excuse me.
This is the sole purpose of why we do, because we want to share your story and your journey and make sure everybody gets out there, and not just to support the ones that are on here, but everybody that that we're working with. So if you can, please go on here, put your Amazon links and your website, so people and our network can also follow.
Yeah, I'm on Facebook and Instagram.
and place of your show? What was the time, date, and place?
It's once again August the 5th
Okay.
at Barnes & Noble on St. Pedro Road 410.
All right.
So-
and what time is that going to be at?
From 1 p.m. till, I guess, till 6.
All right. Well, when I get done with my market at 4, I'm going to head on over there.
And bring a
So,
cold drink for us.
There you go. Yes, and I just love all of this. And thank you, John, for also supporting him. John Boyd is also an amazing person for what he does for the communities as well. So
Yes.
thank you so much, John Boyd. Yay. All right.
Well, thank you again.
Sir. Thank you
Appreciate
so
it.
very
Paperclips of My Life by Claude Jones is a touching memoir covering the importance of hard work and perseverance. Jones highlights how he had to work hard to overcome numerous obstacles and how his determination ultimately paid off. He also writes about the challenges of dealing with death, divorce, as well as feelings of abandonment, and how he was able to overcome it. Overall, Paperclips of My Life is a beautifully written and engaging memoir that offers a window into the bygone era. Jones' story serves as a reminder of the importance of perseverance in achieving one's dreams.